The rain was falling harder when Amara Johnson's card declined at the pharmacy counter, but she had no idea that the mysterious stranger who stepped out of that black sedan to pay for her sister's medicine would soon be carrying his twins. What she also didn't know was that Jae-min Kwon wasn't just any good Samaritan. He was one of the most feared men in Koreatown's underworld, a widowed mafia boss who'd lost everything once before. One night of unexpected tenderness would pull Amara into a deadly game where rival syndicates saw her as the perfect weapon to destroy him. But when they made the mistake of threatening his unborn children, they awakened something in Jae-min that had been buried with his first family, a protective fury that would either save them all or destroy everything he'd fought to build. The question wasn't whether love could survive in a world built on violence and fear. The question was whether anyone would survive what happened when a man with nothing left to lose decided that some things were worth dying for. Subscribe and buckle up, because this story is about to prove that the most dangerous person in the world is someone who's already lost everything and just found something new worth protecting. The rain hits the asphalt in sharp drops. Amara Johnson pulls her delivery bag closer. Her phone shows 3 more stops before she can go home to Maya. The pharmacy's fluorescent lights make everything look sick. Amara grabs the children's fever reducer and walks to the counter. The cashier scans the bottle. $23.47, the cashier says. Amara's card declines. Her stomach drops. Can you try it again? Amara asks. The cashier runs it twice more. Each beep sounds like failure. The line behind Amara grows longer. Her face burns. I'll be right back, Amara says. She steps outside. The rain soaks through her jacket immediately. Maya needs that medicine. Amara's breath comes fast. She counts the cash in her wallet. $18. A black sedan moves too close to the curb. Water splashes across Amara's legs. She jumps back and glares at the car. The driver's door opens. A man steps out. He's tall and still. His dark coat fits perfectly. His face could be carved from stone. Are you hurt? He asks. His voice is quiet, careful. Something about it makes Amara's pulse slow. I'm fine, she says. He looks at the pharmacy behind her, then at her empty hands. What do you need? He asks. Nothing. I don't need anything. The medicine, he says, for someone small. Amara's jaw tightens. How do you know that? The children's section is visible through the window. She looks back. He's right. The bright bottles line the shelf where she stood. I don't take charity, Amara says. It's not charity. He reaches into his coat. Amara steps back. He moves slowly and pulls out his wallet. Consider it payment. For what? You didn't report the splash. Amara stares at him. Rain runs down both their faces. Neither of them moves to get out of it. That's not how payment works, she says. It is tonight. He walks past her into the pharmacy. Amara follows. She watches him speak quietly to the cashier. Money changes hands. The cashier bags the medicine. The man brings it to her. Your receipt. Amara takes the bag. Their fingers don't touch. Thank you, she says. He nods once. Drive carefully. He's back in his sedan before she reaches her bike. The car pulls away into the rain. Amara stands there holding the bag. Her hands shake, but not from cold. She bikes home through empty streets. Maya is asleep on the couch. Fever makes her small face red. Amara touches her sister's forehead and feels the heat. It's okay, Amara whispers. I got it. She measures out the medicine. Maya swallows it without waking fully. Amara sits beside her until the fever breaks. Outside, the rain stops. Amara looks through the window at the wet street. No black sedan. No man in a perfect coat. Just her and Maya in their small apartment. Tomorrow will be better. She means it this time. Amara's phone pings at midnight. Rush order. Good tip. She looks at Maya sleeping peacefully. The fever is gone. The address leads to Koreatown. Narrow streets wind between restaurants and markets. Everything is closed except the neon signs. The townhouse sits behind an iron gate. Clean lines. Dark windows. Amara presses the call button. Delivery, she says. The gate opens without a voice answering. Amara walks up the stone path. Motion lights follow her steps. The front door opens before she knocks. The man from the pharmacy stands there. He wears a grey sweater now. His feet are bare. You, Amara says. Me, he says. This is your house? Yes. Amara holds up the delivery bag. Korean barbecue, extra rice. I ordered for 2, he says. By mistake. People don't order by mistake. I do. He steps aside. The tea is ready. Amara doesn't move. I just deliver food. The storm is getting worse. She looks back. The rain has started again. Harder now. The wind bends the trees along the street. I have to get home, Amara says. Where is home? South LA. 20 minutes in this weather. Longer if it floods. Amara's phone buzzes. Weather alert. Flash flood warning. Your sister needs you alive, he says. You don't know about my sister. I know about fever medicine at midnight. Amara feels tired suddenly. The rain pounds against the windows. Maya is safe. Asleep. The neighbors will listen if anything happens. 1 hour, Amara says. 1 hour. She follows him inside. The house is warm and quiet. Wood floors. Simple furniture. Nothing expensive shows. The kitchen smells of tea and rain through open windows. He pours 2 cups. Steam rises between them. I'm Amara, she says. Jae-min. They sit at a small table. The tea tastes of jasmine and something else, something that makes her shoulders relax. You live alone? Amara asks. Yes. It's a big house for one person. It used to be smaller. She looks at him. His hands circle the teacup. No wedding ring. No pictures on the walls behind him. Used to be? She asks. Before. Before what? Before I learned that space doesn't fill itself. Something in his voice stops her next question. They drink tea in silence. The rain drums overhead. What do you do? Amara asks. Import and export, he says. What kind? Various things. She nods. Everyone has secrets. I deliver things. To pay for school. To pay for everything. School? Maybe later, when Maya's older. Maya is your sister? Amara nods. She keeps her coat on, keeps her hands ready to leave. How old? He asks. 7. You raised her? Someone had to. Jae-min's eyes find hers. Parents? Gone. I'm sorry. Don't be. We're better off. Thunder rolls across the sky. The lights flicker but hold. The guest room is upstairs, Jae-min says. If you change your mind, I won't. The offer stands. At dawn, Amara wakes on the couch. A blanket covers her shoulders. She doesn't remember falling asleep. Jae-min stands in the kitchen. Coffee steams in 2 mugs. Good morning, he says. I have to go. Of course. He hands her a travel mug. She takes it without thinking. Their fingers touch briefly. His skin is warm. Thank you, she says. For the medicine, the tea, everything. You don't owe me anything. Amara nods. She leaves a $5 tip on the table. All the cash she has. Outside, the storm has passed. The streets shine wet under morning sun. Amara bikes home through puddles that reflect the sky. She finds paper on the kitchen counter, writes quickly, Thank you for the safe harbor. A. Maya wakes when Amara comes back inside. Her fever is completely gone. Where were you? Maya asks. Working, Amara says. You smell different. Different how? Like tea. Amara makes breakfast, scrambled eggs and toast. Maya eats everything and asks for more. I'm better, Maya says. I know. Can we go to the library today? After I sleep. Amara lies down, fully dressed. Maya curls up next to her with a book. The house feels smaller after Jae-min's quiet spaces, but it feels safer too. Home always does. The delivery app pings steadily. Lunch rush. Amara takes order after order. Her mind keeps returning to the townhouse, to tea that tasted of jasmine, to hands that stayed steady in the storm. She stops at a red light. A motorcycle idles beside her. The rider's helmet reflects her face back to herself. When the light changes, he follows. 3 blocks. 4. Still behind her. Amara turns down a side street. The motorcycle turns too. Her chest tightens. She parks outside a busy restaurant, goes inside and orders water. Through the window, the motorcycle waits across the street. The rider's face is hidden. Amara's phone buzzes. New delivery. She takes it and goes back outside. The motorcycle is gone. At home, Maya reads on the front steps. Amara kisses the top of her head. Good book? Amara asks. It's about dragons, Maya says. Real ones. The good kind. They go inside together. Amara locks both deadbolts. Are you scared of something? Maya asks. No. Just careful. That's different? Yes. Maya goes back to her book. Amara makes dinner from yesterday's leftovers. Rice and vegetables. Maya eats without complaining. The sun sets early. Amara checks the locks again. The windows. The view from every angle. Nothing looks wrong. Everything feels wrong. At 9 o'clock, Maya goes to bed. Amara sits by the window with the lights off. The street stays empty until 10:30. Then two men walk up to the building. They don't live here. Amara knows every tenant by sight. The men stop at the bottom of her stairwell. They look up at her window. One points. They talk quietly. Amara's breath catches. She moves away from the window. Her phone is in her hand before she decides to use it. No one to call. No one who would come. The men climb the stairs. Their footsteps echo in the concrete stairwell. They stop at her landing. A knock. Soft but firm. "Delivery," one of them says. Amara didn't order anything. She presses her back against the door. "Wrong apartment," she calls. For Amara Johnson, her blood goes cold. They know her name. "Leave it outside," she says. "Need a signature." "Leave it outside." Silence, then whispered conversation. Footsteps going down the stairs. Amara waits 20 minutes before looking through the peephole. The hallway is empty. No package outside. She checks on Maya. Still sleeping. Still safe. Amara sits in the kitchen with a knife beside her. The night stretches long and quiet. At dawn, she finally sleeps. When she wakes, Maya is already dressed. "There's chalk on our stairs," Maya says. Amara goes outside. A white X marks the concrete. Fresh chalk, bright against the grey. Someone was here while she slept. Amara scrubs the chalk mark with bleach and a wire brush. The X fades but doesn't disappear completely. Ghost lines remain in the concrete. Maya watches from the doorway. "What does it mean?" "I don't know." "Are we in trouble?" Amara's hands stop moving. "No, we're fine." "You're scared." "I'm careful." Amara stands up. Her knees are red from kneeling. "There's a difference." That evening, Amara takes Maya to the neighbor's apartment. Mrs. Chen has 3 kids and never minds one more. "Just for an hour," Amara says. "Take 2 hours," Mrs. Chen says. Maya helps with homework. Amara goes back downstairs. The 2 men from yesterday wait in the courtyard. They lean against the mailboxes like they belong there. "Looking for you," one of them says. He's younger than Amara expected, maybe 25. His friend is older, broader. "I don't know you," Amara says. "You know someone who knows us." "I don't know what that means." Man in a black car. Expensive coat. Amara's stomach drops. "I don't know any man." "Seen you together." Pharmacy. His house. The older one steps closer. "Makes you interesting." "I delivered food. That's all." "Maybe. Maybe not." "I'm just a delivery driver." "Maybe." The younger one reaches toward Amara's arm. She steps back. He follows. "Don't," she says. "Don't what?" A shadow falls across the courtyard. Amara looks up. Jae-min stands at the entrance. He doesn't move fast. Doesn't need to. The 2 men see him and step away from Amara. Their casual confidence evaporates. "Problem here?" Jae-min asks. His voice is the same quiet tone from the pharmacy, but something underneath it makes the men back toward the street. "No problem," the older one says. "Good. Just talking." Talking is finished. The men leave without looking back. Their footsteps fade into street noise. Amara stares at Jae-min. "What just happened?" "You were threatened." "By who?" "People who want to hurt me." "Because I delivered food to your house." "Because they saw you there." Amara's hands shake. "This is your fault." "Yes." "You brought them here." "Yes." "To my home, where my sister lives." "I'm sorry." "Sorry doesn't fix anything." Jae-min nods. He looks tired suddenly. "No, it doesn't." "What do they want?" "To use you against me." "For what?" "It doesn't matter. They won't succeed." "How do you know?" "Because I won't let them." Amara laughs. No humor in it. "You can't be everywhere." "No, but I can be where you are." "What does that mean?" "It means you have a choice. Trust me or trust them." Amara looks at the stairwell. The faint chalk lines still show through the bleach. "What kind of choice is that?" she asks. But Jae-min is already walking away. His car starts in the distance. The sound fades to nothing. Amara goes upstairs to get Maya. Mrs. Chen opens the door before she knocks. "Everything okay?" Mrs. Chen asks. "Fine. Those men were asking about you." "What men?" "Earlier, before you came down. They wanted to know which apartment." Amara's breath catches. "You didn't tell them?" "Of course not. But Maya pointed up when she heard them say your name." Amara looks at Maya. Her sister holds a crayon and looks guilty. "I thought they were friends," Maya says. "It's okay." Amara hugs her tight. "We're going inside now." They go back to their apartment. Amara checks every lock twice. She puts a chair against the door. Maya sits on the couch. Are we hiding? We're being careful. From the men. From everyone. That night, Amara doesn't sleep. She watches the window until dawn. No one comes. But in the morning, another chalk mark waits on the stairs. Not an X this time. A circle with a line through it. A target. The pregnancy test sits on the bathroom counter. Amara stares at it without picking it up. 2 weeks since her period was due. 2 weeks of telling herself it's stress, late nights, bad food, worry. Maya knocks on the door. Are you sick? I'm fine. Amara's voice sounds wrong, too high. Go watch TV. Can I have cereal? Yes. Maya's footsteps fade down the hall. Amara picks up the box, reads the instructions 3 times. Her hands shake. 3 minutes later, 2 pink lines stare back at her. Amara sits on the toilet lid. The bathroom suddenly feels too small, like the walls are pressing in. She thinks about that night. Rain against windows. Tea that tasted of jasmine. A moment of softness in a life that had none. Her phone buzzes. Delivery request. Good tip. She cancels it. Maya eats cereal in front of cartoons. Amara sits beside her and pretends to watch. You look green, Maya says. I'm tired. Are you going to work today? Later. But later comes and goes. Amara calls in sick, makes soup for lunch, sleeps while Maya reads. At 4 o'clock, she bikes to the clinic. The waiting room smells of antiseptic and fear. Other women sit with magazines they don't read. Amara Johnson? The nurse calls. The exam room is too bright, too cold. The nurse takes blood and asks questions. Amara answers honestly. We'll have results in an hour, the nurse says. Amara waits in the lobby, watches pregnant women come and go. Some look happy, some look scared. All of them look certain. Miss Johnson? The nurse holds a folder. Her expression gives nothing away. Congratulations, you're pregnant. How far along? About 6 weeks. But your levels are quite high. What does that mean? Could be nothing. Could mean multiples. We should do an ultrasound. When? Today, if you want. Amara nods. Can't speak. The ultrasound room is dark. Gel on her stomach feels cold. The technician moves the wand around and stares at the screen. There, she says, points to something that looks like static. 1 heartbeat. She moves the wand higher. And there. 2 heartbeats. Amara's breath stops. 2? Twins. Congratulations. Amara walks outside into sunlight that seems too bright. Cars drive by too fast. People move with purpose she can't understand. Twins. She sits on a bench and calls the number on the card Jae-min left. It rings once. Amara? His voice is careful. How did you know it was me? I've been waiting for your call. The men came back. When? This morning. More chalk marks. Where are you now? Downtown. At a clinic. Silence. Then. Are you hurt? No. She stops. Can't say the words. I'm coming to get you. No. I needed to tell someone. Tell someone what? I'm pregnant. The silence stretches longer this time. Amara counts her heartbeats, counts the cars that pass. Mine? He asks. Yes. Are you certain? Yes. How long? 6 weeks. Twins, he says. How did you know that? Your voice. The way you said pregnant, like you couldn't believe it yourself. Amara closes her eyes. What do I do? What do you want to do? I don't know. Then come home. We'll figure it out. Your home isn't my home. It could be. I can't just move in with a stranger. I'm not a stranger anymore. Amara looks at the clinic behind her, at the street full of people who know where they're going. I need time, she says. How much time? I don't know. The chalk marks won't wait. I know. Neither will the men who made them. I know. A black sedan pulls up to the curb. Amara doesn't remember giving him the address. Get in the car, Jae-min says. I have my bike. Leave it. I can't afford another bike. I'll buy you 10 bikes. Get in the car. Amara ends the call, walks to the sedan. The door opens before she reaches it. Jae-min sits in the passenger seat. Someone else drives. Someone who doesn't look at her in the mirror. Maya? Jae-min asks. Safe. With a neighbor. Good. They drive in silence. Amara watches the city pass outside. Everything looks different now. Everything looks dangerous. The men, she says, what do they really want? To hurt me. By hurting us? Yes. And you? What do you want? Jae-min looks at her. His eyes are darker than she remembered. To keep you safe, he says. Both of you. All three of us. All three of us. The sedan turns onto her street, parks across from her building. Nothing looks wrong. Everything feels wrong. Come home with me, Jaemin says. This is my home. Not anymore. Maya packs her backpack with 3 books and her stuffed elephant. She moves quickly, doesn't ask questions. Are we going on an adventure? Maya asks. Something like that, Amara says. Is the man coming? Which man? The one who bought your medicine. Amara stops folding clothes. How do you know about that? You smelled like his house. Like tea and clean things. You're too smart. I know. They leave after dark. Jaemin's driver waits downstairs. Maya climbs into the back seat and buckles herself in. Do you have books at your house? Maya asks Jaemin. Some. What kind? Old ones. Boring ones. I like boring books. The townhouse looks different at night. Smaller. More like a home and less like a fortress. An older Korean woman opens the door. She's small and neat. Her grey hair is pulled back. This is Halmione-un, Jaemin says. She keeps the house. Hello, Halmione says to Maya. Are you hungry? Maya nods. Halmione leads her to the kitchen. Amara follows. Soup steams in bowls. Rice in small dishes. Everything arranged perfectly. Eat, Halmione says. They eat in silence. Maya finishes everything and asks for more. Halmione smiles and fills her bowl again. There are vitamins upstairs, Halmione says to Amara. For pregnancy. Amara's spoon stops halfway to her mouth. How did you know? He told me. He shouldn't have. He was happy. Amara looks at Jaemin. He stares into his soup. Happiness is rare, Halmione says. We don't waste it here. After dinner, Maya falls asleep on the couch. Jaemin carries her upstairs. Amara follows to a room with twin beds and yellow walls. This was going to be a nursery, he says quietly. Was? Before. He sets Maya down gently, covers her with a soft blanket. Maya doesn't wake. Before what? Amara asks. Before I learned that planning for happiness is different from having it. They go back downstairs. Halmione has made tea. The guest room is ready, she says to Amara. Thank you. Doctor appointment tomorrow, Jaemin says. To check on the babies. I already went to a clinic. My doctor. Better equipment. I can't pay for a private doctor. You don't pay. I do. I don't want charity. It's not charity. It's protection. Same thing. No. Charity is giving you something you need. Protection is giving you something I need. Amara looks at him. What do you need? To know they're safe. They? All 3 of you. The guest room has a view of the garden. Clean sheets. Towels that smell of lavender. Amara sits on the bed and calls Mrs. Chen. Maya's fine, she tells the neighbor. Staying with a friend. Good. Those men came back. What men? The ones asking about you. They wanted to know where you work. You didn't tell them? I don't know where you work. Amara ends the call. Her hands shake. She's made the right choice. The only choice. But it doesn't feel like a choice at all. The ultrasound wand is cold against Amara's stomach. The doctor moves it slowly, studies the screen. 2 heartbeats, he says. Strong and steady. How big? Jaemin asks. About the size of blueberries. Jaemin nods. He sits in the corner. Doesn't move closer to the screen. Everything looks normal, the doctor says. Due date is late May. He prints pictures, hands them to Amara. 2 tiny grey shapes that don't look like anything yet. Vitamins, the doctor says. Rest. Good nutrition. In the car afterward, Amara stares at the ultrasound photos. They're real, she says. They were always real, but now I can see them. How do you feel? Scared. Good. Good? Fear keeps you careful. Careless people lose what matters. They drive through Koreatown, past restaurants and markets. Everything looks normal. Tourists take pictures. Families walk together. Do you think about her? Amara asks. Who? Your wife. Jaemin's hands tighten on the steering wheel. Every day. Does it hurt? Yes. Good. Good? Pain means you loved her. Pain means I failed her. Amara looks at his profile. How? I wasn't there. Where were you? Working. Always working. You couldn't have known. I should have known. They park outside the townhouse. Maya runs out to meet them. Halmione follows. How are the babies? Maya asks. Fine, Amara says. Growing. Can I see? Amara shows her the ultrasound photos. Maya holds them carefully. They look like clouds. Maya says. Good clouds or bad clouds? Good ones. The kind that bring rain when you need it. That evening, Jae-min cooks dinner. Simple food. Rice and vegetables and fish. Maya helps him measure spices. Do you have children? Maya asks him. I did. What happened to them? Maya, Amara warns. It's okay, Jae-min says. I had a daughter. She died. How old was she? Very young. Too young. I'm sorry. Thank you. Do you miss her? Every day. Me too. I miss my parents every day. That's good. Why is missing people good? Because it means they mattered. Maya nods seriously. The babies will matter too. Yes, they will. After dinner, Maya asks Jae-min to read to her. He looks at Amara. Please? Maya says. He reads from a book about dragons. His voice is steady and warm. Maya falls asleep against his shoulder. Amara watches from the doorway. Something tight in her chest loosens. She likes you, Amara says later. I like her too. Why? She asks good questions. She asks too many questions. No such thing. They clean the kitchen together, wash dishes in comfortable silence. The men, Amara says. They went back to my apartment. I know. How do you know? I'm watching them, and they're watching me. Yes. So we're all watching each other. For now. When does it end? When they realize you're not a weakness anymore. What am I then? Jae-min dries a bowl carefully, sets it on the counter. You're something worth protecting, he says. The phone rings at 3 in the morning. Jae-min answers before the second ring. What? His voice is sharp, alert. Amara can't hear the other side. Only his responses. How many? When? I understand. He hangs up. Sits on the edge of the bed. We have to go, he says. Where? Somewhere else. Not safe here anymore. What happened? They found the house. Amara's blood goes cold. How? Doesn't matter. Get Maya. They move quickly. No suitcases. Only what fits in small bags. Maya wakes confused but doesn't cry. Another adventure? She asks. Yes, Amara says. 2 cars wait outside. Jae-min puts Maya and Amara in the second one. He gets in the first. Where are we going? Amara asks the driver. Safe house, the man says. They drive for an hour. Through neighborhoods Amara doesn't recognize. The safe house is smaller than the townhouse. Older, but the security system is new. 2 weeks, Jae-min says. Maybe less. Then what? Then we end this. How? You don't want to know. Maya explores the new house, finds books and toys already waiting. Someone planned this carefully. Do you always have escape plans? Amara asks. Always. Must be exhausting. It keeps people alive. What people? People I care about. That afternoon, Amara feels sick for the first time. Real morning sickness. She throws up twice and can't keep food down. Halmione makes ginger tea, brings crackers and plain rice. First trimester, she says. Will pass. How do you know? I had 5 children. 5. 3 lived. Amara looks at her. I'm sorry. Long time ago. Different country. Different life. Do you miss Korea? I miss being young. Korea just happened to be where I was young. Why did you leave? War, hunger, hope. In that order? Yes. That evening, Jae-min brings medical files, prenatal vitamins, information about twin pregnancies. Twins are higher risk, he says. How much higher? Enough to matter. Enough to worry about. I already worry. About what? Everything. Maya falls asleep early. Too much excitement. Too many changes. Amara sits beside her bed until her breathing deepens. She's resilient, Jae-min says from the doorway. She's had practice. So have you. Not with this. With what? Letting someone else make decisions. You're still making them. I'm just offering options. Your options. Your safe house. Your doctor. Better than their options. Their options? You don't want to know those either. Amara looks at him. Really looks. He has circles under his eyes. Lines that weren't there before. You're scared too, she says. Yes. Of what? Failing again. You didn't fail your wife. I wasn't there when she needed me. You're here now. Now isn't then. No, it's better. How? Now you know what you have to lose. They sit in the garden after Maya sleeps. The night is quiet. No traffic. No sirens. Just crickets and the sound of their own breathing. Tell me about her, Amara says. Who? Your daughter. Jae-min is quiet for a long time. Her name was Sujin. She had my wife's eyes. How long did you have her? 8 months. 8 months of being a father. Yes, that counts. Does it? My father left when I was 3. He had 3 years, but he chose to waste them. I'm sorry. Don't be. It taught me something important. What? Time doesn't matter. Showing up matters. Jaemin looks at her. I want to show up. For who? For all of you. A car drives past slowly. They both tense, but it keeps going. Disappears around the corner. How much longer? Amara asks. Soon. That's not an answer. It's the only answer I have. In the distance, a dog barks once, and then stops. The night returns to silence. Amara puts her hand on her stomach. Still flat, still empty feeling, but something is growing there. 2 somethings. They're going to change everything, she says. Already have. How? They made you trust me. I don't trust you. You're here. I'm here because I have no choice. Everyone has choices. Some choices aren't really choices. No. But some choices only look impossible until you make them. Amara stands up. I'm going to bed. Amara. What? Tomorrow we see the doctor again. Make sure everything's okay. And if it's not, then we deal with it. We? She goes inside. Checks on Maya one more time. Her sister sleeps deeply, peacefully, like she's finally safe. Maybe she is. Maybe they all are. The doctor's office is different this time. Private. No waiting room full of other patients. Just them and the ultrasound machine. 10 weeks, the doctor says. Perfect development. The screen shows 2 clear shapes now. Tiny hands, beating hearts that flutter like hummingbird wings. Can you tell the gender yet? Jaemin asks. Too early. Another month. Amara stares at the screen. They're moving. Good sign. Active babies. Is that normal? Twins moving this much? Completely normal. They're establishing territory. After the appointment, they drive back to the safe house. Maya runs out to meet them. She's been drawing with Halmione. How are cloud babies? Maya asks. They're not clouds anymore, Amara says. They're becoming real babies. Can I see? Amara shows her the new pictures. Maya studies them carefully. This one is bigger, she says. Just a little. The bigger one will be the boss. Maybe. I was the little one, but I'm still the boss of you sometimes. When are you the boss of me? When you're scared and forget to eat. Amara looks at Jaemin. He's listening to their conversation. Something soft crosses his face. Maya's right, he says. You forgot breakfast. I'm not hungry. The babies are. Halmione makes lunch. Soup and rice and vegetables cut into perfect pieces. Maya eats everything. Amara picks at her food. Morning sickness? Halmione asks. All-day sickness. Will pass soon. 12 weeks, maybe 13. How do you know? Experience. That afternoon, Amara tries to nap. Can't sleep. The house feels too quiet, too safe, like waiting for something bad to happen. She finds Jaemin in his office. He's on the phone, speaking Korean. His voice is hard. When he sees her, he switches to English. I'll call you back, he says. Problems? Amara asks. Solutions. What kind of solutions? The kind that end problems permanently. That sounds ominous. It's necessary. For how long? Until you're safe. And Maya? Maya too. And the babies. Especially the babies. Amara sits in the chair across from his desk. Tell me about your business. You don't want to know. Stop deciding what I want to know. Jaemin looks at her. Import. Export. Protection services. Protection from what? People who don't follow rules. What rules? The ones that keep neighborhoods peaceful. Your rules? Rules that existed before me. That will exist after me. Whose rules originally? Does it matter? Everything matters when you're carrying someone's children. Jaemin's breath catches. My children. Our children. Our children. They stare at each other. Something shifts in his expression. Something that looks like hope. I want them to be safe, he says. I know. I want them to have choices. What kind of choices? Better ones than I had. What choices did you have? Survive or die. Win or lose. Kill or be killed. And now? Now I have other people to think about. 3 other people. 4, counting Maya. Maya counts. Maya definitely counts. That evening, Maya asks to call Mrs. Chen. She misses her friends at school, misses her regular life. Can we go home soon? Maya asks. I don't know, Amara says. I like it here, but I miss my room. I know. And my books? My real books. We'll get your books. When? Soon. But soon feels impossible. Amara doesn't even know what day it is anymore. Time moves differently in safe houses. After Maya goes to bed, Amara finds Jae-min on the back porch. He's cleaning a gun. Is that necessary? She asks. Yes. In a safe house? Safe is relative. Relative to what? How much someone wants to hurt you. And how much do they want to hurt us? Enough to keep trying. He finishes with the gun, puts it in a holster under his jacket. How many people are watching us? Amara asks. Mine or theirs? Both. Mine, 6. Theirs, we're not sure. 6 people watching one house? 6 people watching 3 lives that matter. 4 lives. 4 lives. A car drives by. Jae-min tenses until it passes. This can't go on forever, Amara says. No, it can't. When does it end? Soon. You keep saying that. Because it's true. How do you know? Because I'm going to end it. How? You don't want to know that either. Stop protecting me from information. I'm protecting you from worry. I'm already worried. Then I'm protecting you from certainty. What certainty? That some problems only have violent solutions. Amara's hands tighten. Violence? Sometimes. Against who? Against people who threaten my family. Your family? You. Maya. The babies. We're not your family yet. You are to me. That night, Amara dreams of ultrasound images that move and speak. The babies tell her they're tired of hiding. They want to be born into sunlight. She wakes up crying. Can't stop. Jae-min finds her in the kitchen at 3 in the morning. Bad dream? He asks. Sad dream. About what? The babies. They want to be free. They will be. How do you know? Because I won't let anything happen to them. You can't control everything. I can control enough. He makes tea. They sit at the small table. Steam rises between them. Tell me about your wife's pregnancy, Amara says. Why? I want to know what happy pregnancy looks like. Jae-min is quiet for a long time. She glowed. People say that about pregnant women, but with her it was real. What else? She sang to the baby. Korean lullabies her mother taught her. Do you remember them? Some. Will you sing them to our babies? If you want. I want. Then I will. They finish their tea in comfortable silence. Outside, night gives way to dawn. Another day in safety. Another day waiting for freedom. Jae-min? Yes? When this is over, I want to make choices about our life together. What kind of choices? All of them. Together. Together. Morning sickness hits harder now. Amara can't keep breakfast down. Halmione brings ginger tea and plain crackers. Twins are harder, Halmione says. How much harder? Everything twice. Sickness twice. Worry twice. Joy twice. And labor? We don't talk about labor yet. Amara laughs despite feeling awful. When do we talk about labor? When babies are big enough to survive it. Encouraging. Truth is better than encouragement. That afternoon, Amara feels strong enough to walk in the garden. Maya helps Halmione plant herbs, basil and mint, and something with tiny white flowers. What's that one? Maya asks. Chamomile. For tea when you can't sleep. Do you not sleep sometimes? Sometimes. When I worry. What do you worry about? Same things everyone worries about. People I love being safe. Maya looks at Amara. Are we people you love? You're becoming people I love. How long does it take? Not long. Love grows faster than herbs. Jae-min appears in the garden doorway. His face is serious. We need to talk, he says to Amara. They go inside. Maya stays with Halmione. They found the house, Jae-min says. This house? No, the townhouse. Someone broke in last night. Did they take anything? They left something. What? A message. What kind of message? Jae-min shows her a photo on his phone. Words spray-painted on the living room wall. We know where you sleep. They're escalating, Amara says. Yes. What does that mean for us? We move again. Where? Somewhere they'll never think to look. Where's that? Plain sight. That evening, they pack again. Fewer things this time. Maya doesn't complain, but her eyes are tired. Are we going home? She asks. To a different home, Amara says. How many homes do we have? As many as we need. I just want one home. One that stays the same. Amara's chest tightens. Me too. The new place is an apartment in Koreatown. Busy street. Lots of people. Easy to blend in. 2 weeks maximum, Jae-min says. Then what? Then this ends. Promise? Promise. But promises feel fragile when you're living in your third home in a month. The apartment has thin walls and noisy neighbors. Maya can't sleep through the sounds. She crawls into Amara's bed at midnight. "I miss our real home," Maya whispers. "I know. When can we go back?" "I don't know. I miss my stuffed animals." "We'll get new ones." "I don't want new ones. I want mine." Amara holds her sister until she falls asleep. Through the wall, someone plays music too loud. A baby cries upstairs. In the morning, Jae-min brings coffee and pastries from a Korean bakery. "Sleep okay?" he asks. "No." Amara and Maya say together. "The noise will get easier." "Will it?" Maya asks. "You'll get used to it." "I don't want to get used to it." Jae-min sits beside her. "What do you want?" "My own room, my books, my school. Soon." Everyone says soon, but soon never comes. Sometimes soon takes longer than we want. "That's not soon then. That's later." "You're right. So don't say soon if you mean later." "Okay, later, but not too much later." Maya considers this. "How much later?" "Weeks, not months." "Promise?" "Promise." After breakfast, Amara feels sick again. The smell of the neighbors' cooking makes her stomach turn. She throws up in the bathroom. "Morning sickness is getting worse," she tells Jae-min. "We should see the doctor." "We just saw the doctor." "That was a week ago." "Has it been a week?" "Time moves differently when you're hiding." "Everything moves differently when you're hiding." The doctor says everything looks normal. "Severe morning sickness is common with twins. Stay hydrated. Rest when possible." "When will it stop?" Amara asks. "Usually by 14 weeks. That's a month away. Your body is working hard. Growing 2 babies is serious business." On the way home, they stop at a bookstore. Maya picks out 3 new books. Jae-min buys them without looking at the price. "You don't have to buy her things," Amara says. "I want to." "She'll get attached." "To the books?" "To you." "Is that bad?" "I don't know yet." That evening, Maya asks Jae-min to read to her again. He reads about dragons and princesses and magic kingdoms where everyone is safe. "Do places like that exist?" Maya asks. "Where?" "Where everyone is always safe." "No. But some places are safer than others." "Is your house safe?" "Usually." "What about this house?" "Safe enough." "What would make it completely safe?" Jae-min looks at Amara over Maya's head. "If the bad people went away, are you going to make them go away?" "I'm going to try." "How?" "By being more stubborn than they are." "You're good at stubborn." "Thank you." "Amara's good at stubborn too. I've noticed." After Maya falls asleep, Amara and Jae-min sit in the small living room. The TV is on, but neither of them watches. "She's getting attached," Amara says. "So are you." "That's different." "How?" "I'm an adult. I can handle disappointment." "You think I'm going to disappoint you?" "I think circumstances might force you to disappoint us." "What circumstances?" "Whatever circumstances make men like you disappear." "I'm not disappearing. Everyone disappears eventually." "I won't." "How do you know?" "Because I have something to stay for." "What?" "3 people who matter more than anything I might have to give up." "Your business?" "My business. My reputation. My life, if necessary." "Don't say that." "Why not?" "Because Maya needs you now, and the babies will need you later." "And you?" "I need you to stay alive." "Just alive?" "Alive and present. There's a difference." "What's the difference?" "My father stayed alive for years after he left us, but he was never present." "I'm not your father." "No, you're not." That night, Amara dreams of a house with yellow walls and twin beds. Sunlight streams through clean windows. Maya reads in one bed. 2 babies sleep in matching cribs. It feels like a memory of the future. The chalk mark appears on the apartment building door. White X, fresh as morning frost. Jae-min sees it first. His face goes stone cold. "Pack. Now," he says. "How did they find us?" Amara asks. "Doesn't matter. We're leaving." "Where are we going this time?" "Somewhere they can't follow." "Where's that?" "With my people." They pack in 10 minutes. Maya doesn't ask questions. She's learned that questions slow down escaping. 3 cars wait outside. Jae-min puts Maya and Amara in the middle car. He gets in the front car. The drive takes 2 hours. Through parts of the city Amara has never seen. Industrial areas, empty lots, buildings with no windows. They stop at a compound. High walls, armed guards, cameras everywhere. "This is where you work?" Amara asks. "This is where I live," Jae-min says. "I thought you lived in the townhouse." "I sleep in the townhouse. I live here." The compound is bigger than it looks from outside. Gardens, a playground, families walking around. Other people live here, Maya asks. People who need protection, Jaemin says. Like us? Exactly like you. Their new room has bunk beds and a view of the garden. Maya climbs onto the top bunk immediately. I can see everything from up here, she says. What do you see? Amara asks. Kids playing, old people talking, normal stuff. Normal is good. Normal is boring. Boring is safe. Safe is better than boring. Halmione appears with soup and rice. Eat, then rest. I'm not tired, Maya says. Your sister is tired. Pregnant women need quiet. Maya climbs down from the bunk. Are you okay? She asks Amara. Just tired. Tired like sleepy or tired like worried? Both. I'm worried too. About what? About not having a real home anymore. Amara pulls Maya close. We'll have a real home. When? When it's safe. What if it's never safe? Then we make it safe. How? Together. That afternoon, Jaemin gives them a tour. Kitchen, library, medical clinic, schoolroom. Schoolroom? Maya asks. For the children who live here. Can I go to school here? If you want. I want. The teacher is young and speaks 3 languages. She has kind eyes and infinite patience. Maya can start tomorrow, she says. What grade? Maya asks. Whichever grade feels right. 3rd grade feels right. 3rd grade it is. That evening, they eat dinner in the main dining room. Families sit together. Children laugh. Old people tell stories. It's like a village, Amara says. That's the idea, Jaemin says. How long have you lived here? 5 years. Since your wife died? Since I realized that being alone wasn't working. And now? Now I'm not alone anymore. Maya makes friends immediately. Children gravitate toward her. She shares her books and helps younger kids with puzzles. She's good with children, Halmione observes. She raised me, Amara says. She's 7 years old. She's been 7 years old since she was 4. Some children grow up fast. Too fast. But strong. Strong is good. That night, Maya falls asleep easily. The compound is quiet after 9 o'clock. Rules about noise. Rules about respect. Amara can't sleep. The room is too quiet after weeks of noise. She finds Jaemin in the garden. He's sitting on a bench, not doing anything, just sitting. Can't sleep? He asks. Too quiet. Too quiet is better than too dangerous. Is it though? What do you mean? Maya needs normal. School, friends, routine. She has that here. This isn't normal. This is hiding. Safe hiding. Still hiding. They sit in comfortable silence. Night sounds drift over the walls. City traffic. Distant music. Life continuing outside. How much longer? Amara asks. Soon. Real soon? Or pretend soon? Real soon. How do you know? Because I'm done waiting. What are you going to do? End this. How? The only way it can end. Which is? By making it too expensive for them to continue. Expensive how? You don't want to know. Stop saying that. Fine. By removing the problem permanently. You mean killing them? I mean solving the problem. Those are the same thing. Sometimes they are. And you're okay with that? I'm okay with protecting my family. Even if it means violence? Especially if it means violence. Amara looks at him. His profile is sharp against the garden lights. He looks tired, but determined. What if something happens to you? She asks. Nothing will happen to me. You can't guarantee that. I can try. That's not the same thing. No. But it's all I can offer. I need more than trying. What do you need? I need you to come home. This is home. This is a fortress. Home can be a fortress. Not for children. Not for normal life. Normal life is overrated. Is it? Yes. How do you know? Because normal life got my wife and daughter killed. Amara's breath catches. What do you mean? They died because I thought normal was possible. Because I let my guard down. That's not your fault, isn't it? No. How do you know? Because bad things happen to good people. That's not anyone's fault. Bad things happen to careless people. You weren't careless. You were hopeful. Same thing. No. Hope is choosing to believe in good things. Carelessness is forgetting that bad things exist. What's the difference? Hope prepares for bad things while working toward good things. And carelessness pretends bad things won't happen. Jaemin looks at her. Which one am I being now? Hopeful. You're preparing for bad things while protecting good things. The good things being? Us. Maya. The babies. Your good things? We're your good things. Yes, you are. A guard walks by on rounds, nods respectfully, continues on. I want to go home, Amara says. To your apartment? No. To somewhere that feels like home. What feels like home? I don't know yet. When will you know? When I'm there. And if here becomes there, then we'll make it work. Together? Together. Maya loves school at the compound. She comes back every day with new stories, new friends, new words in Korean and Spanish. Ji-hoon taught me how to count to 10 in Korean, she tells Amara. Let me hear it. Maya counts carefully. Her pronunciation is terrible but enthusiastic. Very good, Halmione says. Tomorrow I teach you colors. What's purple in Korean? Bora색. Bora색, Maya repeats. I like purple in Korean. Why? It sounds like music. Amara watches her sister bloom. Maya has never had this many friends. Never felt this safe at school. She's happy here, Amara tells Jaemin. Are you happy here? I'm grateful here. That's not the same thing. No, it's not. What would make you happy? Knowing this isn't temporary. What if it wasn't temporary? What do you mean? What if this became permanent? Living in a compound forever? Living somewhere safe forever. This isn't really living. This is existing safely. What's the difference? Living means making choices. This is having choices made for us. I'm not making choices for you. You're making safety choices for us. Because someone has to. I know. I'm not complaining. You sound like you're complaining. I'm explaining. Explaining what? Why grateful isn't the same as happy. That evening, the doctor visits to check on Amara. Portable ultrasound machine, blood pressure cuff, the works. Babies are growing well, he says. Right on schedule. Both of them. Both of them. Do you want to know the genders? Amara looks at Jaemin. Do we? Do you want to? I don't know. Do you? I want whatever you want. That's not helpful. The doctor waits patiently. No pressure. We can wait. Tell us, Maya says from the doorway. I want to know. Maya, this isn't your decision, Amara says. But I'm going to be their big sister. That's true, Jaemin says. So I should know if I'm getting brothers or sisters or one of each. Amara laughs. Okay, tell us. One boy, one girl, the doctor says. Maya claps. Perfect. One of each. Perfect. Amara agrees. Names? Jaemin asks. Names, Amara says. Korean names or American names? Both. Both names, each or one of each. We'll figure it out. That night, they make lists. Korean names. American names. Names that work in both languages. I like Daniel, Maya says. Daniel is a good name. What about Ji-hoon? Jaemin suggests. Daniel Ji-hoon? Ji-hoon Daniel? Both sound good. And for the girl? Amara asks. Grace, Maya says immediately. Why Grace? Because she'll be graceful. How do you know? I can tell. Grace, what in Korean? Amara asks Jaemin. Unji. It means kindness and wisdom. Grace Unji, Maya says. I like it. Grace Unji and Daniel Ji-hoon, Amara says. Or Ji-hoon Daniel and Unji Grace. We have time to decide, Jaemin says. 4 more months, Amara says. 4 months feels like forever. 4 months feels like not long enough. Not long enough for what? To figure out how to be a family. Families figure themselves out as they go. Do they? The good ones do. A week passes quietly. Maya goes to school. Amara rests and reads and grows rounder. Jaemin works but stays close. Then everything changes in one afternoon. Seok appears at their door. His face is grim. We need to talk, he tells Jaemin. They go outside. Amara watches through the window. Seok talks quickly. Jaemin's face gets harder with every word. When he comes back inside, his expression is stone. What's wrong? Amara asks. They took someone. Who? Mrs. Chen. Amara's blood goes cold. Maya's neighbor? Yes. Is she hurt? Not yet. What do they want? To trade her for you. For me? For information about where you are. She doesn't know where I am. They don't care. They think fear will make her invent information. Will it? Eventually. Fear makes people say anything. Amara sits down hard. This is my fault. No. This is their fault. She's in danger because of me. She's in danger because they're animals. What are we going to do? We're going to end this. How? Tonight. Maya is in school when they leave. Halmione promises to pick her up. to keep her safe, to explain later. Explain what? Amara asks. That sometimes adults have to do hard things, Hermione says. And if we don't come back, you'll come back. How do you know? Because you have something to come back for. And if something goes wrong, Maya will be family here. Always. Promise? Promise. The drive back to the city feels long. Jaemin doesn't talk. Neither does Seok. Amara watches the compound disappear in the side mirror. Where are they holding Mrs. Chen? She asks. Warehouse in San Pedro, Jaemin says. How do you know? They want us to know. It's a trap. Yes. And we're walking into it. Yes. Why? Because Mrs. Chen doesn't deserve to suffer for our problems. She could die. She will die if we don't go. We could all die if we do go. Yes. And you're okay with that? I'm okay with doing what's right. What's right for who? For Mrs. Chen. For Maya. For the babies you're carrying. How is risking our lives right for the babies? Because they shouldn't be born into a world where innocent people die because bad people want leverage. Amara touches her stomach. The babies move restlessly, like they can sense her fear. I'm scared, she says. Good. Good? Scared. Keeps you. Careful. What if careful isn't enough? Then we try something else. What's something else? Brave. The warehouse district is grey and empty. Old buildings with broken windows. Weeds growing through cracked concrete. How many men? Amara asks. 6, Seok says. Maybe 8. How many do we have? 4. That doesn't sound like good odds. We don't need good odds, Jaemin says. We need surprise. What kind of surprise? They're expecting me to come alone and desperate. And instead I'm coming prepared and angry. What's the plan? Seok goes in first, creates a distraction. What kind of distraction? The noisy kind. And then? Then I get Mrs. Chen. And me? You stay in the car. Like hell I do. Amara, she's my neighbor, my friend, my responsibility. Your responsibility is the babies. My responsibility is everyone I care about. You can't save everyone. I can try. No. You can't risk 3 lives to save 1. Watch me. Jaemin looks at her. You're as stubborn as Maya said. Stubborn enough. Fine. But you stay behind me. Always. Agreed. And if I tell you to run, you run. Where would I run to? Away from danger. With Mrs. Chen? If possible. And if not possible, then you choose the babies. That's not a choice I can make. It's the only choice that matters. The warehouse looks abandoned from outside. No cars, no lights, no signs of life. Too quiet, Seok says. They're waiting for us, Jaemin says. Obviously. Does that change the plan? No. Makes it simpler. How? Now we know where everyone is. They park 2 blocks away, walk in through a gap in the fence. The warehouse has multiple entrances, multiple exits. Seok takes the north door, Jaemin says. We take the south. When do we go in? When we hear the distraction. What if we don't hear it? We will. 5 minutes later, an explosion rocks the north side of the building. Car alarms start wailing. Dogs bark in the distance. Now, Jaemin says. They move quickly through shadows. The south door is unlocked. Too easy. Inside, the warehouse is dark except for lights in the center. Mrs. Chen sits tied to a chair. She looks small and scared but alive. 6 men stand around her, all facing the north entrance where the explosion happened. Where is he? One of them shouts into a radio. Static answers him. Jaemin moves like water. Silent. Deadly. 2 men go down before the others realize they're not alone. Drop your weapons, he says quietly. The remaining 4 men turn. See him. See Amara behind him. The pregnant bitch, one says. Perfect. Let Mrs. Chen go, Jaemin says. Sure. Trade her for the girl. No trade. Just let her go. Not how this works. It's how this ends. Gunshots from the north entrance. Seok's voice shouting orders. More men than expected. Sounds like your friend is busy, the leader says. Sounds like yours are dying, Jaemin replies. The standoff stretches. Mrs. Chen's eyes find Amara's. She nods slightly. Message received. Tell you what, the leader says. Leave the girl. Take the old woman. Tell you what, Jaemin says. Drop your guns or die where you stand. Big talk for one man. One man with nothing left to lose. You got plenty to lose. Pregnant girlfriend. Unborn babies. Which is why you're going to let everyone go. Or what? Or I kill all of you and burn this place down. Something in Jamin's voice makes the men step back. Something cold and certain. "You're bluffing," the leader says. "Am I?" Jamin pulls out his gun, points it at the leader's head. "Ask my wife and daughter if I'm bluffing," he says softly. "They're dead, because people like you killed them. So now you join them." The shot echoes through the warehouse. The leader drops. The other 3 men dive for cover. "Get Mrs. Chen," Jamin tells Amara. She runs to the chair, cuts the ropes with a knife from Jamin's belt. Mrs. Chen stands on shaky legs. "Can you run?" Amara asks. "I can try." More gunshots. Closer this time. Soak appears from the north entrance, blood on his shirt but still moving. "We need to go," he says. "How many left?" "Too many." They move toward the south exit. Gunfire follows them. Concrete chips fly from walls. Mrs. Chen stumbles. Amara catches her. "I can't," Mrs. Chen gasps. "You can," Amara says. "Maya needs you." "Maya?" "She needs someone to take care of her when I can't." "Where is she?" "Safe, but not complete without you." Mrs. Chen nods, runs faster. They reach the cars as sirens approach from the distance. Police or fire department, doesn't matter which. "Hospital," Jamin says. "I'm fine," Mrs. Chen says. "Not you, her." He points at Amara. Blood soaks through her shirt. She looks down in surprise. "I don't feel anything," she says. "You will." "The babies." "We'll find out." She collapses as they reach the car. The hospital is white noise and bright lights. Amara drifts in and out of consciousness. Voices come and go. Bullet fragment in her shoulder. Blood pressure stable. "Babies look good on the monitor." She's lucky. "We all are." Maya's voice cuts through everything else. "Is she going to be okay?" "She's going to be fine." "And the babies?" "The babies are fine too." "Can I see her?" "In a few minutes." Amara opens her eyes. Maya sits beside the bed holding her hand. "You're awake," Maya says. "I'm awake." "You were shot." "Just a little bit." "There's no such thing as a little bit shot." "There is now." "Are you in pain?" "Some." "Are the babies okay?" "The babies are perfect." "How do you know?" "I can feel them moving." "Good." They were quiet for too long. They were scared. "Like us?" "Like all of us." Jamin appears in the doorway. His shirt is clean, but his face is exhausted. "How do you feel?" he asks. "Like I got shot." "That's honest." "Is Mrs. Chen okay?" "She's fine. Shaken up, but fine." "And the men?" "Not your concern anymore." "What does that mean?" "It means the problem is solved." "Permanently?" "Permanently." "How permanently?" "As permanent as problems get." "And us?" "What about us?" "Are we safe now?" "You're safe." "For how long?" "For good." "How do you know?" "Because there's no one left to threaten you." "What about other people like them?" "Other people know better now." "Know what?" "That my family is off limits." "Your family?" "You, Maya, the babies. We're really your family now? If you want to be. Do we get a choice?" "You always have a choice." "What if we choose yes?" "Then we go home." "Where's home?" "Wherever you want it to be." "The townhouse?" "If you want." "With the yellow nursery?" "With whatever color nursery you want." "And Maya's room?" "Maya gets her own room with her own books and her own everything." "And school?" "Real school with real friends." "And us? What about us? What are we to each other?" "Whatever we want to be." "I want to be a family." "Then we're a family. Even though we're not married?" "Marriage is just paperwork. Important paperwork. If you think it's important." "I think it's important." "Then we'll make it important." "How?" "However you want." "I want a real wedding." "With a white dress?" "With everyone we love." "That's not very many people." "It's enough people." Maya clears her throat. "Can I be in the wedding?" "Of course," Amara says. "What do I get to do?" "Whatever you want." "Can I walk you down the aisle?" "Who else would do it?" "And can the babies be in the wedding too?" "They'll be too little." "They can be in your belly." "That counts." "That definitely counts." The nurse comes in to check Amara's bandages. "You can go home tomorrow." "Really?" "Really. The babies are strong. You're strong. Everything looks good." "What about work?" "Light duty for a month. Then normal activity." "Normal?" "As normal as anything gets with twins." That night, Amara sleeps deeply for the first time in weeks. No fear. No listening for footsteps. No waiting for danger. Just quiet rest in a safe room with people she loves nearby. When she wakes up, sunlight streams through the window. Maya sleeps in the chair beside her bed. Jae-min sleeps in the other chair. Her family, finally, they go home to the townhouse 3 days later. Yellow nursery and all. Maya runs to her old room, finds her stuffed animals exactly where she left them, her books in perfect order. "Did you keep everything?" she asks Halmione. "Everything important," Halmione says. "What's not important?" "Dust. Worry. Yesterday's problems. Those aren't things." "Exactly." Amara walks through the house slowly. Everything feels familiar and strange at the same time. "Different?" Jae-min asks. "Different how it feels," she says. "Not different how it looks." "How does it feel?" "Like home. Good different or bad different. The best different." "Why?" "Because now I'm choosing to be here instead of needing to be here." "There's a difference?" "All the difference." That evening, they eat dinner together in the kitchen. Real dinner from real plates. Maya tells them about everything that happened at compound school. "I learned how to write my name in Korean," she says. "Show me," Jae-min says. Maya writes carefully on a napkin. Her characters are crooked but recognizable. "Very good," he says. "Will you teach me more?" "I'll teach you everything I know." "That's a lot." "Yes, it is." After dinner, Maya asks to call Mrs. Chen. She wants to make sure her friend is really okay. "She sounds the same," Maya reports after the call, "but different too." "Different how?" Amara asks. "Stronger, like she survived something scary, and now she knows she's stronger than scary things." "That's a good different." "Is that how you feel too?" "How do you mean?" "Stronger than scary things?" Amara thinks about it. "Yes, I think so." "Good, because the babies need you to be strong." "Just the babies? And me? I need you to be strong too." "What about Jae-min? Does he need me to be strong?" "He needs you to be happy." "How do you know?" "Because he looks at you the way Daddy used to look at Mommy." "You remember that?" "I remember feeling safe when they looked at each other that way." "And you feel safe now?" "I feel safer than I've ever felt." That night, Amara and Jae-min sit in the garden, the same bench where they talked about names, about futures, about hope. "Maya wants us to get married," Amara says. "What do you want?" "I want what she wants." "Just because she wants it?" "Because she deserves to see what a real family looks like. And we're a real family. We're becoming one." "When do you want to have a wedding?" "After the babies are born." "Why wait?" "Because I want to walk down the aisle without waddling." "You don't waddle." "I will in a month." "You'll waddle beautifully." "That's not a thing. Everything you do is beautiful. Even getting shot, especially getting shot to save someone you care about." Misus Chen was worth it. "You're all worth it." They sit in comfortable silence. Night sounds drift over the garden walls. Normal night sounds. Traffic, music, life continuing safely. "I love you," Jae-min says quietly. Amara looks at him. "I love you too. Even though I brought danger into your life. You brought yourself into my life. The danger was temporary. And me? You're permanent." "How do you know?" "Because you chose us over everything else." "That was easy." "Why?" "Because you're everything else." A month later, the contractions start at 3 in the morning. The contractions come fast and hard. Too fast for 36 weeks, too hard for practice labor. "Hospital," Jae-min says. His voice is steady, but his hands shake. "It's too early," Amara gasps between pains. "Twins come early. That's normal." "How early is too early?" "Let the doctors decide." Maya wakes up to find them leaving. Halmione holds her while Amara doubles over in the hallway. "Are the babies coming?" Maya asks. "Maybe," Amara says. "Can I come?" "You need to stay here." "But I want to meet them." "You will. Soon." "Promise?" "Promise." The hospital moves in fast motion. Wheelchair, monitors, needles, voices talking over her head, contractions every 2 minutes. Babies look good on the monitor. Cervix, dilated to 5 centimeters. "This is happening today." "Today?" Amara looks at the clock. 4 in the morning. "It's barely today." "Babies don't check clocks," the nurse says. "Are they okay?" "Being early?" 36 weeks is borderline. We'll watch them closely." "What does that mean?" "NICU if they need help breathing. Regular nursery if they don't. And if they need help? Then they get help until they don't need it anymore." Jae-min holds her hand through the next contraction. His grip is strong and steady. "Scared?" he asks. "Terrified." Good parents are always terrified. "Are we good parents?" "We're about to find out." The doctor arrives looking alert despite the early hour. "Let's have some babies." "Both of them?" "Both of them. Baby A is ready. Baby B is being stubborn." "Stubborn runs in the family," Jaemin says. Then we'll work with stubborn. 3 hours later, Grace Yunji arrives screaming, tiny but fierce. 5 pounds 2 ounces of pure determination. She's perfect, the doctor says. She's so small, Amara cries. Small but strong. Listen to those lungs. Daniel Jehun follows 20 minutes later, quieter than his sister but just as determined. 4 pounds 15 ounces of watchful calm. Twins, Jaemin whispers. Actually twins. Did you think I was making it up? I thought I was dreaming. What do you think now? Now I think we're the luckiest people alive. The babies go to the NICU for observation. Not because anything is wrong, because everything needs to be right. Amara sleeps for 4 hours, wakes up asking for her children. They're beautiful, the NICU nurse reports. Breathing on their own, eating well, being perfect babies. When can I see them? Now if you want. I want. The NICU is bright and warm. Machines beep softly. Babies sleep in clear plastic beds. Grace and Daniel lie side by side, tiny hands reaching toward each other even in sleep. They know each other, Amara says. Twins usually do, the nurse says. Can I hold them? Both at once? Is that allowed? It's encouraged. Skin contact is the best medicine. They place both babies on Amara's chest. Grace immediately curls into the curve of her neck. Daniel settles against her heart. Perfect fit, Jaemin says. They've been practicing for months. Smart babies. Your babies. Our babies. Maya arrives with Halmione at visiting hours. She washes her hands 3 times and puts on a tiny hospital gown. They're so little, she whispers. You were little once too, Amara says. Was I this little? Bigger, but not much. Can I touch them? Gently. Maya traces Grace's tiny hand with 1 finger. Grace's fingers curl around Maya's thumb. She likes me, Maya says. She loves you, Amara corrects. You're her big sister, and his big sister too. Both of them, forever. Maya touches Daniel's forehead softly. He opens his eyes and looks right at her. He sees me, Maya says. He's been waiting to meet you, Jaemin says. Really? Really? How do you know? Because I've been waiting to meet you my whole life. He probably has too. You waited a long time, worth every minute. That evening, the babies moved to the regular nursery. Strong enough, big enough, ready for normal baby life. When do we go home? Amara asks. Tomorrow if everything stays good, the doctor says. Will everything stay good? So far so good is very good with twins. What about feeding and sleeping and everything else? 1 day at a time, 1 feeding at a time, 1 diaper at a time. That sounds overwhelming. It sounds like being parents. Are we ready to be parents? Is anyone ever ready? Some people seem ready. Some people are good at pretending they know what they're doing. And the rest of us? The rest of us figure it out as we go. Home with newborn twins is controlled chaos. Feeding schedules, diaper changes, sleep when possible. Maya helps with everything, brings diapers, holds bottles, sings lullabies she makes up on the spot. Grace likes the song about flowers, she reports. Daniel likes the one about dragons. How can you tell? Amara asks. Grace smiles at flowers. Daniel's eyes get big for dragons. They're 3 days old. Do they really have preferences already? Everyone has preferences, even babies. Halmione moves through the house like a gentle storm. Laundry appears clean. Meals appear hot. Order emerges from chaos. How do you do it? Amara asks. Practice, Halmione says. 50 years of practice. Any advice? Sleep when babies sleep. Eat when you can. Love covers everything else. What if love isn't enough? Love is always enough. Everything else is just details. Jaemin learns to change diapers with military precision, feed bottles at exactly the right temperature, read baby cries like different languages. Grace cries when she's hungry, he reports. Daniel cries when he's tired. Together they cry when they miss each other. They miss each other when we separate them for baths. They calm down when they can see each other again. Maybe we should keep them together more. Maybe we should keep everyone together more. What does that mean? It means I want to marry you. Now. Soon. How soon? As soon as you feel ready. Ready for what? Ready to make this official. It feels pretty official already. More official. How much more official? Wedding rings official. Legal documents official. Till death do us part official. Amara looks at him holding Daniel while Grace sleeps in her arms. Okay, she says. Okay, let's get married. When? 6 months. When they're old enough to behave at a wedding, babies don't behave at weddings. Then when they're old enough to be adorable at a wedding, they're already adorable, more adorable. Is that possible? We'll find out. 2 weeks later, Amara wakes up at 3 a.m. to silence. No crying, no movement from the nursery. She checks on the babies immediately, both sleeping peacefully, both breathing steadily. "Why are you awake?" Jae-min asks from the doorway. "Too quiet. Quiet is good. Quiet makes me nervous." "You're adjusting to normal." "What's normal?" "Sometimes babies sleep through the night." "Already?" "Grace slept 5 hours straight. Daniel slept 6. Is that okay?" "That's perfect." "Are you sure?" "I'm sure." "How do you know?" "Because I've been awake watching them." "You've been awake all night?" "Someone should watch when they're too quiet." Jae-min. "What? You can't watch them every night." "Why not?" "Because you need sleep too." "I can sleep when they're awake." "That's not how it works." "How does it work?" "We take turns. We trust each other. We rest when we can." "What if something happens when I'm sleeping?" "Then something happens and we deal with it." "What if I don't wake up?" "You'll wake up." "How do you know?" "Because you're their father. Fathers wake up." "My father didn't wake up." "You're not your father." "How do you know?" "Because you're here. Because you're worried. Because you love them more than you love sleep." "I love them more than I love anything." "I know. Even more than I thought possible." "That's how it's supposed to work." "Is it?" "Love grows to fit what it needs to fit." "And ours?" "Ours is growing perfectly." A month passes in a blur of diapers and feedings and tiny milestones. Grace rolls over first. Daniel smiles first. Both babies track Maya's voice across the room. "They know their family," Halmione observes. "Do they?" Amara asks. "Watch their faces when strangers hold them. Watch their faces when you hold them." "What's the difference?" "Peace. They're peaceful with family. And strangers? Curious but cautious. Smart babies. Safe babies. They know who keeps them safe." "All of us?" "All of us." Mrs. Chen visits every Sunday, brings soup and stories about the neighborhood. Maya shows her everything the babies learned that week. "Grace can grab things now," Maya demonstrates. "And Daniel can push up on his arms," Amara adds. "Growing so fast," Mrs. Chen says. "Too fast," Maya says. "I want them to stay little." "Why?" "Because little babies need lots of help." "I like helping." "Big babies need help too. Different help." "What kind of different help?" "Learning to walk, learning to talk, learning to be good people." "I can teach them those things." "Yes, you can." "Will you help me teach them?" "For as long as you want." "I want forever." "Forever is a long time, not long enough." That evening, Jae-min finds Amara in the nursery. Both babies are asleep. She's just watching them breathe. "Penny for your thoughts," he says. "Thinking about forever." "What about forever?" "Whether it's long enough." "For what?" "To love them as much as they deserve to be loved." "How much do they deserve?" "More than everything." "Then we'll love them more than everything." "Is that possible?" "We'll find out. And if it's not, then we'll love them everything we have and find more." "Where?" "In each other." "What if that's not enough?" "Then we'll make more people to love them." "More people?" "Maya, Halmione, Mrs. Chen. Everyone who chooses to be family." "Chosen family?" "The best kind." "Why the best?" "Because chosen family chooses to stay." "And biological family?" "Sometimes biological family chooses to stay too." "Like us?" "Like us." "We're both?" "We're everything they need us to be." The wedding planning happens around baby schedules. Cake tasting between feedings, dress shopping during nap time, guest list discussions at 3 a.m. "Small wedding," Amara says while burping Grace. "How small?" Jae-min asks while changing Daniel. "Family only." "Define family." "Us, Maya, Halmione, Mrs. Chen, Seok." "That's 6 people, plus 2 babies. 8 people total. Perfect size." "For what?" "For meaning what we say." "What are we going to say?" "Everything that matters." "Which is?" "That we choose each other. That we choose them. That we choose this life." "Every day?" "Especially the hard days." Maya helps pick the flowers. White roses and baby's breath. Simple and clean. "What about the babies?" Maya asks. "What do they wear?" "Special outfits," Amara says. "What makes an outfit special?" "Being worn on an important day by important people." "They're important people?" "The most important. More important than the bride and groom." "They're the reason we're having a wedding." I thought you were having a wedding because you love each other. We do love each other, but they made us a family. What were we before? People who loved each other. What's the difference? Family is forever. Love is just until it isn't. Your love won't stop. Our love won't stop. How do you know? Because it survived everything that tried to break it. What tried to break it? Fear, danger, uncertainty. All the things that break other people's love. Why didn't those things break yours? Because we chose each other stronger than we were scared. That's a good reason for a wedding. The best reason. The dress is simple. White but not pure white. Cream-colored like Grace's baby blanket. Long sleeves to hide the scar from the bullet wound. You look beautiful, Maya says when Amara tries it on. Do I? Like a princess. What kind of princess? The kind who saves herself. Is that the best kind? The only kind worth being. Jaemin wears a dark suit, navy blue like Daniel's eyes, simple and clean and elegant. You look handsome, Hermione says. Do I look ready? Ready for what? Ready to be a husband. No one looks ready to be a husband. Then how do you know if you are ready? You know when you stop asking if you're ready. When does that happen? When being a husband matters more than being ready. It matters more. Then you're ready. The ceremony happens in the garden, same bench where they talked about names and futures and hope, same flowers they planted together. Maya walks Amara down the short path. Grace and Daniel sleep in a double stroller decorated with white ribbons. Dearly beloved, the minister begins, we are gathered here today to witness the marriage of two people who have already chosen each other in every way that matters. Today we make that choice official, legal, permanent, sacred. Jaemin's vows are simple and true. I promise to choose you every day, even when choosing you is hard. I promise to protect our family, even when protection requires sacrifice. I promise to love these children as my own, because they are my own, because we are family, by choice and by heart. Amara's vows are simple and true. I promise to trust you with my heart. Even when trust feels dangerous, I promise to build this family with you. Even when building feels impossible, I promise to love you, through ordinary days and extraordinary days, through everything that comes next. Because everything that comes next is ours, together. The rings are simple gold bands, no diamonds, no decoration, just solid circles that catch the light. With this ring, I thee wed. With this ring, I promise forever. With this ring, I choose family. You may kiss your bride. The kiss is soft and certain, full of promise and hope and the sound of babies stirring awake. I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Kwon, and the newest members of the family, Grace Unji and Daniel Ji-hoon. May you all live happily ever after. The reception is dinner in the kitchen, Hermione's cooking and Mrs. Chen's stories and Maya's questions about everything. Are you different now that you're married? Maya asks. Do we seem different? Amara asks back. You seem the same, but more. More what? More sure. More sure of what? More sure that this is forever. It was always going to be forever, but now it's official forever. Yes, now it's official. Good. I like official forever better than maybe forever. Why? Because official forever means you can't change your mind. We weren't going to change our minds anyway. But now you can't. Now we can't. Perfect. That night, they put the babies to bed in their wedding outfits. Tiny white gowns that will be keepsakes someday. First night as a married family, Jaemin says. How does it feel? Amara asks. Like coming home. We were already home. Now we're officially home. Official is important. Official is everything. They sit in the garden after everyone is asleep. Wedding flowers still fresh. Wedding cake still sweet on their tongues. What happens now? Amara asks. Now we live happily ever after. Is that how it works? That's how we make it work. How do we make it work? One day at a time. One choice at a time. One love at a time. One family at a time. One perfect family. Are we perfect? We're perfect for each other. That's all that matters. That's everything that matters. A baby cries softly through the monitor. Grace waking up hungry. Duty calls, Amara says. The best kind of duty. Ready to be parents again? Ready to be parents forever. They go inside together, to feed their daughter, to check on their son, to live their happily ever after, one moment at a time. 6 months into marriage, life settles into rhythm. Babies who sleep through the night. Maya who reads to her siblings every evening. Work that fits around family, instead of family that fits around work. Amara goes back to delivering food 3 days a week. Not because they need the money, because she needs the independence. I like choosing to work, she tells Jaemin. Instead of having to work, instead of having to depend on anyone else. You depend on me. I choose to depend on you. There's a difference. What's the difference? Choice means I could leave if I wanted to. Do you want to? Never. Then why does choice matter? Because staying is better when you could go but choose to stay. Jaemin's business changes after the babies arrive. Less hands-on involvement, more management from a distance, more time at home. Priorities shifted, he explains to Sok. Good shift or bad shift? The best shift. What's the best shift? Family first. Everything else second. And the business? The business serves the family now, instead of the family serving the business. That's backwards from how most people do it. Most people don't have what I have. What do you have? Everything that matters. Maya starts second grade at a real school with real friends. She brings home artwork and spelling tests and stories about playground drama. Jennifer said babies are boring, Maya reports. What did you say back? Amara asks. I said she's never met Grace and Daniel. And then? I said boring babies don't grab your nose and make you laugh. What did she say to that? She asked if she could meet them. And you said? I said maybe, if she promises to be gentle. Good answer. I'm protective. Of who? Of everyone I love. That's a lot of people to protect. I learned from the best. Who's the best? Jaemin. He protects everyone. How do you know? Because we're all still safe. The babies grow and change daily. Grace learns to sit up first. Daniel learns to crawl first. Both learn to say Maya before Mama or Dada. They love their big sister, Halmione observes. She loves them back, Amara says. Good family loves each other best. What makes a good family? Children who feel safe. Parents who choose each other daily. Love that grows instead of shrinks. Are we a good family? You're becoming the best family. How do you know? Because you ask the right questions. What are the right questions? How can we love better? How can we be safer? How can we choose each other stronger? And the wrong questions? Why is this hard? When will this be easier? How can we get what we want faster? Why are those wrong? Because good things take time. Love takes work. Family takes choosing each other over and over. Every day? Especially the hard days. Sunday dinners become tradition. Everyone around the kitchen table. Babies in high chairs making messes. Maya explaining her week in detail. We learned about butterflies, Maya says. What about butterflies? Jaemin asks. They start as caterpillars, then they go into cocoons. Then they become beautiful. What's the lesson? Sometimes you have to change everything to become who you're supposed to be. Is that scary? Probably, but necessary. Like growing up, like becoming a family. Were we caterpillars? We were separate people. Now we're a family. That's better than butterflies. That's the most beautiful thing there is. Mrs. Chen joins Sunday dinners when she can, brings stories from the old neighborhood, updates on people they used to know. Your old apartment has new tenants, she reports. Good tenants? Amara asks. Young couple with a baby. They seem nice. Do they ask about us? Sometimes. I tell them you moved somewhere better. Did we? Look around. You tell me. Amara looks around. Babies babbling happily. Maya teaching Jaemin origami. Halmione humming while she cooks. Everyone's safe and fed and loved. We moved somewhere better, she agrees. Much better. The best. Home is the best when it's full of people who choose to be there. Instead of people who have to be there, instead of people who wish they were somewhere else. Do you ever wish you were somewhere else? Amara asks Jaemin later. Never. Not even when Grace cries at 3 a.m. Especially not when Grace cries at 3 a.m. Why? Because when she cries at 3 a.m., I get to be the one who makes her feel better. And when Daniel won't nap? When Daniel won't nap, I get to be the one who rocks him to sleep. And when Maya has nightmares? When Maya has nightmares, I get to be the one who reminds her she's safe. You like being needed. I like being useful to people I love. What if we didn't need you? You'll always need me for something. Like what? Like being the person who chooses you every day. That's all. That's everything. 1 year after the wedding, they plant a garden together. Vegetables and flowers and herbs that Maya helps choose. What should we plant? Amara asks. Things that grow back every year, Maya says. Why? So no matter what happens, something beautiful will always be here. Like what? Like roses, and mint, and love. Love grows back. Love grows stronger if you take care of it right. How do you take care of love, right? Water it with kindness. Give it sunshine attention. Pull out the weeds of meanness. Where did you learn that? From watching you and Jae-min. We do those things every day. Good. The best. They plant roses along the back fence. Mint by the kitchen window. Vegetables in neat rows that the babies will help harvest when they're older. This is our forever garden, Maya declares. Forever? Jae-min asks. Forever and always, and until the end of time. That's a long time. Not long enough. Not long enough for what? Not long enough to love each other as much as we should. How much should we love each other? More than everything in the whole world. Can we do that? We can try. Trying sounds good. Trying sounds perfect. That night, Grace takes her first steps. 3 wobbly steps from the couch to Jae-min's arms. Did you see that? He calls. Everyone comes running. Maya, Amara, Halmione from the kitchen. Do it again, Gracie, Maya says. Grace grins and takes 4 steps this time, falls into Maya's arms giggling. She's walking, Amara says. Our baby is walking, Jae-min corrects. Both babies will be walking soon. Both babies will be running soon. Are we ready for running babies? Are we ready for anything? We're ready for everything. How do you know? Because we're doing everything together. Daniel takes his first steps the next morning. 5 steady steps to reach Grace's toy. No fanfare, no audience. Just determination to get what he wants. Independent, Halmione observes. Like his mother, Jae-min says. Good trait? The best trait. Why? Because independent people choose to stay instead of having to stay. And people who have to stay. People who have to stay leave as soon as they can. But people who choose to stay. People who choose to stay love where they are. Do you love where you are? I love where I am. I love who I'm with. I love who we're becoming. What are we becoming? Everything we were meant to be. Which is? Family. 2 years after the wedding, Amara finds out she's pregnant again. 1 baby this time. Due in late summer. How do you feel about it? Jae-min asks. Happy, scared, overwhelmed, grateful. In that order? All at once. And the timing? The timing is perfect. Why? Because Grace and Daniel will be old enough to help. Maya will be old enough to understand. Will be experienced enough to not panic. I might still panic. You panicked with the twins. They turned out fine. Better than fine. So panicking works? Caring works. Panicking just comes with caring. Maya is thrilled about another baby. Boy or girl? She asks immediately. We don't know yet, Amara says. When will you know? In a few months. I hope it's a boy. Why? So Daniel has a brother and Grace has a sister. You'll have another sibling either way. But they need someone their own size. You're not their size, but they love you. That's different. I'm the big sister. They need a regular brother or sister. What's the difference? Big sisters teach you things. Regular siblings play with you. Don't Grace and Daniel play with each other? Yes, but they need more kids to play with. More kids? As many kids as possible. How many kids is that? At least 6. 6 kids? 6 is a good number. Even teams for games. Maya. What? We're not having 6 kids. Why not? Because 3 kids is already a lot of kids. 3 kids is just getting started. For who? For families who love kids. Do we love kids? We love kids so much we should have as many as possible. Should we? Definitely. Jae-min laughs at this conversation. 6 kids might be excessive. Might be? Amara asks. Definitely excessive. How many kids is the right number? However many kids we actually have. That's not a number. That's the perfect number. The pregnancy is easier this time. Less morning sickness. Less worry. More confidence that bodies know what they're doing. Grace and Daniel are fascinated by Amara's growing belly. They pat it gently and babble to the baby inside. Do they understand? Maya asks. They understand something is changing, Amara says. Good changing or bad changing? Different, changing. Are they worried about different? Curious about different. That's better than worried. Much better. At 20 weeks, the ultrasound reveals a boy. Another son to add to their collection. What should we name him? Jae-min asks. Something strong, Maya says. All names are strong if the person wearing them is strong. Then something that sounds strong. Like what? Like Alexander, or Benjamin, or Matthew. Those are all good names. What about Korean names? Minjun, Seojun, Jinwoo. I like Benjamin Jinwoo, Maya decides. Benjamin Jinwoo Kwon, Amara tries out. That's a lot of name for a little baby. He'll grow into it. How do you know? Because he's our baby. Our babies always turn out perfect. Perfect is a lot of pressure. Perfect for us. That's different than perfect for everyone. How is it different? Perfect for us just means loved and safe and happy. That's achievable. That's guaranteed. Summer arrives with garden vegetables and babies who toddle everywhere. Grace climbs on everything. Daniel opens every cabinet door. Maya reads them stories that keep them still for exactly 3 minutes. I need more hands, Amara says. You have more hands, Jaemin points out. Mine, Maya's, Halmioni's. I need my own more hands. Why? Because my hands know exactly what needs doing. Our hands can learn. Your hands already know. Maya's hands are perfect with the babies. Halmioni's hands make everything better. Then, what's the problem? No problem. Just observation. What observation? That babies require all the hands all the time. And we have enough hands? We have exactly enough hands. For 2 babies or 3 babies, for however many babies we end up with. End up with? Have. Choose to have. Are blessed with. All the same thing. The best thing. Benjamin Jinwoo arrives on a Tuesday in August. Quick labor. No complications. 8 pounds of healthy baby boy. Grace and Daniel meet their brother with curiosity and immediate acceptance. They pat his head gently, offer him their favorite toys. They like him, Maya observes. How can you tell? Amara asks. They're sharing their toys without being asked. That's how you know they like someone? That's how you know they love someone. They love him already. Already and always. How do you know already and always? Because that's how love works in families. You love people before you know them, and after they disappoint you. Benjamin is going to disappoint them? All brothers disappoint their siblings sometimes. All siblings disappoint each other sometimes. Even you? Especially me. How do you disappoint us? By growing up, by having opinions, by not being little forever. We don't want you little forever. You sure? Positive. We want you exactly the age you are when you are that age. What does that mean? It means we love who you are now, and who you're becoming, and who you'll be later. All at once? All at once and separately, and forever. That's a lot of love. We have a lot of love. Where does it all come from? It grows. Every time we use it, more appears. Like magic, like family. The house adjusts to 3 children with surprising ease. More noise, more laughter, more hands reaching for more things at all times. Controlled chaos, Jaemin calls it. Is there any other kind? Amara asks. Uncontrolled chaos. What's that look like? Kids running wild, parents giving up, love getting lost in the mess. Are we in danger of that? Never. How do you know? Because we choose each other stronger than we choose easy. Choosing each other is hard. Choosing each other is work. Good work or bad work. The best work. Why? Because the results last forever. 3 kids under 3 is exactly as chaotic as it sounds, and exactly as wonderful. Mornings start before sunrise. Benjamin nursing while Grace and Daniel climb into the bed. Maya reading stories while everyone wakes up slowly. Family pile, Maya calls it. Is that an official term? Amara asks. It is now. What makes a good family pile? Everyone touching someone, everyone safe, everyone loved. Are we always all those things? In family pile we are. And other times we work toward family pile. Family pile is the goal. Family pile is home. Evenings end the same way. 3 babies in 3 different beds. Maya reading to herself but nearby. Jaemin and Amara collapsed on the couch. Tired? He asks every night. Exhausted? She answers every night. Happy? Deliriously. Good? Tired or bad tired? The best tired. What makes tired good? When it comes from doing what you love with people you love. Even when what you love is changing diapers at 3 a.m.? Especially then. Why especially then? Because 3 a.m. diaper changes mean someone small trusts you to make them comfortable. And that's worth being tired for. That's worth everything. Maya turns 9 and requests a family birthday party. Just them. Cake in the kitchen. Presents that make the babies laugh. What do you want most for your birthday? Amara asks. More of this, Maya says. More of what? More family dinners. More bedtime stories. More everyone together. Those aren't presents. Those are the best presents. Why? Because they're presents that never break, or get lost or become boring. What makes those presents special? They're made of time and love instead of stuff. Time and love are better than stuff. Time and love are the only things that matter. Nothing else matters. Nothing else lasts. The babies grow into toddlers who talk and climb and have opinions about everything. Grace wants to wear dresses every day. Daniel wants to carry cars everywhere. Benjamin wants whatever his siblings have. Normal sibling behavior, Hermione observes. What's normal sibling behavior? Maya asks. Wanting what your brother or sister has, fighting over toys, making up 5 minutes later. Do I do normal sibling behavior? You do exceptional sibling behavior. What's that? Helping instead of competing, sharing instead of hoarding, loving instead of arguing. Why don't I do normal behavior? Because you learned early that family is better when everyone is happy. How did I learn that? From taking care of Amara when she was scared. From being taken care of when you were scared. And Grace, and Daniel, and Benjamin? They're learning from watching you. Good. Very good. Sunday dinners expand to include more people. Seok brings his wife and daughter. Mrs. Chen brings her nephew's family. The kitchen table gets longer and louder and happier. Big family, Maya observes. Chosen family, Amara corrects. What's the difference? Chosen family chooses to be here. They don't have to be here. They want to be here. They love being here. Why? Because love grows when it's shared. How does love grow? Like a garden. The more you plant, the more you harvest. And the more you harvest, the more you have to share. So sharing makes more? Sharing always makes more. More love? More everything that matters. Jaemin's business continues to change. Less enforcement, more protection. Families who need safety instead of people who need control. Better business? Amara asks. Business that lets me sleep at night, he says. Because you're proud of it? Because I'm not ashamed of it. What's the difference? Pride is active, shame is heavy. And you want active? I want to model work that my children can be proud of. Will they be proud? They'll be proud of a father who protects families instead of breaks them apart. Like our family? Like all families. That's the business now. That's the business now. And forever? Forever and always. One evening, while the babies nap and Maya does homework, Amara finds Jaemin in the garden. He's planting bulbs for spring flowers. Thinking ahead, she asks. Always. To what? To Grace and Daniel and Benjamin playing in this garden when they're Maya's age. And Maya? Maya will be 15. Probably too cool for family gardens. You think she'll outgrow us? I think she'll grow with us. What's the difference? Outgrowing means leaving behind. Growing with means taking along. And she'll take us along? She'll take along everything good we've given her. How do you know what we've given her is good? Because she shares it with her siblings. What does she share? Kindness, patience, love. Safety. She learned those from us? She learned those from watching us choose each other every day. Every day, especially the hard days. What makes a day hard? Tiredness, disagreement, stress, all the things that make people want to choose themselves over their family. And we choose family? We choose family over everything else. Even when family is hard? Especially when family is hard. Why especially? Because easy doesn't need choosing. Easy chooses itself. And hard? Hard requires love. We have enough love? We have more love than we know what to do with. What do we do with extra love? We make more family, more babies, more chosen family, more Sunday dinners, more people who choose to be here. How many people can choose to be here? As many as the love will hold. How much love will our love hold? All of it. All of what? All the love in the world. Is there room for all the love in the world? Love makes room for itself. That night, they put 3 babies to bed in 3 cribs. Maya reads until lights out. The house settles into peaceful quiet. Perfect day, Amara says. What made it perfect? Jaemin asks. Everyone safe, everyone fed, everyone loved. Every day is perfect then. How do you figure? Every day, everyone is safe and fed and loved. That's true. Then every day is perfect. Some days feel more perfect than others. Why? Some days I notice the perfection more clearly. What helps you notice? Quiet moments. Like right now. What about right now? Right now I can hear everyone breathing. Everyone peaceful. Everyone home. That's the sound of perfect. That's the sound of family. Same thing. The very same thing. They sit in the quiet, listening to the sound of their family sleeping. Grace dreams and sighs softly. Daniel rolls over and murmurs. Benjamin's breathing is steady and strong. Maya turns pages in her room until she falls asleep over her book. Listen, Amara whispers. To what? To everything we built. What does it sound like? Like home? Good home or great home? Like the only home that matters. Why? Because it's ours. Ours forever? Ours forever and always, and until the end of time. That's a long time. Not long enough. For what? For loving them as much as they deserve to be loved. How much do they deserve? More than everything in the whole world. Can we do that? We can try. Every day and especially the hard days, and forever and always. Promise, promise. The quiet stretches between them, comfortable, complete, full of love and family and chosen forever. Outside, the garden grows in darkness. Roses and mint and vegetables they'll harvest together. Bulbs that will bloom in spring when the children are older, and the love is deeper, and the family is even more perfectly their own. Ready for tomorrow? Jamin asks. Ready for whatever comes, Amara answers. Together, always together. Epilogue. 6 months later, spring arrives with the first blooms from the bulbs Jamin planted. Grace toddles through the garden picking flowers. Daniel digs in the dirt with serious concentration. Benjamin babbles from his stroller, reaching for everything he can see. Maya reads under the cherry tree that bloomed exactly when Halmione predicted it would. She reads to herself but loud enough for everyone to hear. Stories about families who overcome everything. Love that conquers all. Home that stays home forever. Perfect day for a picnic, Amara says. Every day is perfect for a picnic when you have good company, Jamin replies. Is this good company? This is the best company. Halmione spreads a blanket under the tree. Mrs. Chen unpacks sandwiches cut into perfect triangles. Seok's daughter shows Grace how to make flower crowns. Like a party, Grace says. What kind of party? Maya asks. A family party. What makes a party a family party? Everyone you love is invited. Is everyone you love here? Grace looks around, counts on her fingers, nods, seriously. Everyone is here. Good. Perfect. They eat lunch in the shade, listening to babies laugh and birds sing, and the sound of home continuing around them. Nothing dramatic happens. Nothing needs to. This is the sound of happily ever after. Ordinary days full of extraordinary love. Chosen family choosing each other over and over. Safety that comes from belonging instead of hiding. What are you thinking about? Jamin asks Amara. About how quiet it used to be. Do you miss quiet? I miss the idea of quiet. What do you miss about the idea? Nothing. I love the reality of noise. Good noise or bad noise. The best noise. The sound of family living. What's the sound of family living? This. Right now. Everyone together and safe and choosing to be here. Benjamin reaches for a flower and catches it. Holds it up proudly for everyone to see. First flower, Maya announces. First of many, Halmione says. How many flowers will there be? As many as the garden will grow. How many will the garden grow? As many as we plant. Should we plant more? Always plant more. More flowers, more vegetables, more love, more family. More family, chosen family. People who choose to share Sunday dinners and picnics and ordinary days. How much chosen family can we have? As much as love will hold. How much will love hold? All of it. The afternoon stretches long and golden. Babies nap on the blanket. Maya teaches everyone origami cranes. Adults talk quietly about plans for tomorrow and next week and next season. Garden needs more tomatoes, Jamin says. And more herbs for Halmione's cooking, Amara adds. And more flowers for flower crowns, Maya says. And a sandbox for the babies, Mrs. Chen suggests. And swings when they're bigger, Seok's wife adds. And a treehouse when they're old enough to climb, Maya says. That's a lot of plans. Good plans. Plans that assume we'll be here for a long time. Forever plans. Are we making forever plans? The best kind of plans. As the sun starts to set, they pack up the picnic, carry sleeping babies inside, help Maya gather her origami paper. Good day, Grace says as Amara tucks her into bed. The best day, Amara agrees. Tomorrow, another good day. Tomorrow will be whatever we make it. What should we make it? Another family day. With everyone together. With everyone who chooses to be together. I choose together. Me too. Forever and always. Forever and always. And until the end of time. That's a long time. Not long enough. For what? For loving you as much as you deserve to be loved. How much do I deserve? More than everything in the whole world. That's a lot. You're worth a lot. How much am I worth? You're worth choosing every single day. Even hard days? Especially hard days. Good. Grace falls asleep smiling. Daniel is already unconscious in the next bed. Benjamin sleeps peacefully in his crib. Maya reads for another hour before lights out. Jamin and Amara sit in the garden listening to the sounds of evening, crickets and distant traffic, and the quiet breathing of a house full of sleeping family. Tired? He asks. Perfectly tired. Happy? Perfectly happy. Perfect day? Perfect life. How do you know? Because everyone I love is safe and fed and choosing to be here. What more could you want? Nothing more. Just more of this. More family dinners and picnic afternoons and ordinary days. More choosing each other. More love that grows instead of shrinks. More home that stays home. Forever and always. Forever and always, and until the end of time. They sit in comfortable silence watching the first stars appear. Tomorrow will bring more diapers and more laughter and more choices to make about love and family and staying versus leaving. Tonight brings the certainty that they will choose love, choose family, choose each other, choose home. The end.